presentation, we are here to talk about Bizzie Bodies. My name is Emily Jallo.
My name is Lazanda Gigante.
My name is Deshan Oku.
And my name is Amal Ali.
So Bizzie Body is a workshop that focuses on teaching the kids French through art. The age kids they have is between 6 to 12. Us as a group, we want to provide some solution for the issues they've been facing as a start-up business.
Talk about finance accounting. Finance accounting keep all financial transactions into the business. So keep in mind all the revenues, costs, and expenditures of the business. And using standardized guidelines, the transactions are recorded, summarized, and presented in a financial report, such as income statement, which calculates the profit, net profit, the gross profit. And after the income statement, you have to prepare about the balance sheet, which include like your assets, your liabilities, and also the loans that you've taken. And in the balance sheet, it also includes your shareholders' profit, the dividends, and yeah. So this is what it is all about. The company should issue the financial statement as a routine basis to keep in track what's going on in the business. And we also have to note about the purpose of the business. And basically, it is about to keep in mind all the expenses that is very important for the business. And so to be able to assess the value of the company, we have to keep in mind all the financial transactions. And our finding has to be credible and needs to be true. So basically, I'm going to discuss about the issues of finance and accounting. So she doesn't have an accountant who is reliable and trustworthy, and she needs to do everything by her own from time to time. And there are some entries that are missing. And the last one is all about when she had to check everything from time to time, there's also some important aspect of the company that is missing. So basically, the systems that we have to implement to be able to come across all the problems is that we should do Excel for the bookkeeping, like keep a proper report of all the transaction, revenue, cost, and expenditure. And we also have to do like the income statement. We have to cross-check by the auditor. We have to do the balance sheet as well, cross-check by the auditor. We have to implement an internal alert system for the owner alone to get every knowledge of all what's happening into the business, so that she save time and know what's and save money as well and know what's happening into the business. So there should be an implementation and internal control required. It's all about alongside an accountant, there should be an auditor who is able to look after all the entries of the accountant, and the auditor should do all the reverse entry of the accountant to check whether there's been employee fraud committed. And the second one is to make employee aware, set up reporting system. It's all about to keep bookkeeping entries of all the transactions of the business, and to be able to make employees aware, it's all about the management system. And when an employee is committing a fraud and the management system comes to know about it, it's like an embarrassment for that kind of person. And the last one is the company should have an auditor to check and send a report to the owner about what the accountant has done. And the owner don't have to check from time to time, and all the entry will be made by the accountant. And the accountant, if he should have to sign a policy of the company, what needs to be done, and if he tried to do things on his own or her own, he should be dismissed or sacked from the company.
The Bizzie Bodies, the essential point, given
small business charity will need HR presence. So there are several things that human resource professional can do for a business that other employees just can't. You will save time and likely money. So Emily Mende, she needs to guide and coordinate technical and vocational training programs for the Bizzie Bodies professionals and ensure their follow-up to the procedure. Plus Emily Mende, she will gonna work with kids. So the technical direction organization should be ensured by technicians with appropriate qualification. So, namely education of childhood, professionals of education to arts, physical education, teachers, assistants, social, and psychologists. So, therefore, for the effective function in addition to Emily Mendes as founder and with their qualification, the following personnel should also be integrated. The issues in HR. Bizzie Bodies is in need of HR presence because it will benefit how the company works towards employing and monitoring and competent staff. By not having HR in the company, the lack of effectiveness training for the work with the kids in order to provide the best ensure and pleasant environment for them. Program and coordinate the implementation of recruitment, selection, provising and placement of HR in accordance with the plans of Bizzie Bodies.
Solutions. For the business, we have selected solutions such as ensuring the recruitment and selection, such as ensuring the right employee that is going to work for the company. Also, to organize and systemize individual process to see who is fit for the company and what is the process for it as well. Also, the most important thing, which is using the company must use a database because it's good for the company to record all the information that they need for the template, and it's going to help the company to not lose any information. Also, there are many ranges of employment law guidance, such as online, such as business-wise. They have all the documents you need for the guidance of the helpline that will help you for the HR and management as well. The business must have administrative HR software because it will record employee records such as their personal payroll and benefit and administration, the wages are coming in, going out, the bonuses, stuff. Document storage, all the employees' document will be storage, and that is good benefit for the company. Otherwise, they will be employing someone, IT, to come and help, and they will lose money from there. Workforce management software, absence and attendance. They must have the software for the workforce management, because it will help them have a record of the absence and attendance of the employee. Holiday planning, who's going to go on a holiday, when are they going to come back, stuff like that is very important. Organizing charity as well, strategic HR software such as ATS, that means applicant tracking system is good for tracking all the documents that you need. Performance and management. The HR software will help you the performance of the employee, who will be promoted, who is good, who's planning, the manager planning to promote someone that is really worked hard. It's good to have this software as well, because it will give the employee as well a hope that one day, if I do my best, one day I will go higher. Training and development. It's good also to have a training and development HR software, because all the employees needs to have training. The training for them, training and development. It's very important that the employee have a training, because most of all they are dealing with kids, so they need to know how to communicate with kids, because all the kids are not the same. One might have learning difficulties, so they need to have that professionalism and service to deal with the kids. Last but not least, employee workers. It's good for to have CPR checks for secure environment as well, because the manager or will have the records of every employee's CPR checks, because it's very beneficial for the company. Thank you, sir.
So now I'm going to talk about the marketing. Marketing is everything that the company do to sell their product to the customers. It's a way of creating relationship between the company and the customers by slogans, advertising, and a social media platform. All of this is to cover the needs of the customers. One of the tools that I like to use when doing a marketing analysis is use SWOT. With the SWOT, we can analyze it, the strength, the weakness, opportunity, and threats the company is facing. As a Bizzie Bodies, I could see that one of the strength points they have is a strong relationship with the community and the council, as the council helped and found the Bizzie Body work. One of the weaknesses is the lack of audience. They don't have a good communication between the company and the audience. They're not spreading their words to the audience. One of the opportunities is the London rejuvenation. So it's a way of that to span their work, not just stay in one model, but go across London. And one of the threats is the Dockland Center. Yes, they work with Dockland Center times at times, but still the Dockland Center still provide other attraction to the kids. What make the Bizzie Body lose audience to the Dockland Center. After that, I could see the issues the company really facing. They have a really old update on the website. The website is not up to date. The last time they updated the website, putting any news or information, was in 2015, and we are already in 2017. They need to have a social media platform. They don't have a social media platform. Nowadays, everybody use social media platform. My mom uses a social media platform. As a parent, I go check everything on the social media, the likes, the reviews. If they don't have that, it's really difficult for the audience to be aware of their work. What brings us to the third issue, the lack of communication between the audience and the company. For that, the solution we bring is create a new website, more attractive to the customers, with more information, easy traffic, the way they can go and see everything easier and navigate easy on the platform. The second, they need to have a social media. They need to have accounts on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. They need to spread their word through their accounts, so the people can be more aware, where the parents can share the work the company do with other parents and bring more audience and more consumers to the company. The third, have a good communication between the audience and the company. One of the things they can do when they create the website is have a login account for the parents to book workshop for the kids, and that way they can keep track the people that still coming to the workshop, or if they start missing some classes, they can chase and say, what's happening? Can we help you? Can we provide this and that, so you can be more satisfied with our work? It's the same way of them to bring news for news event in the company. So after seeing everything, we can see that all these three areas, there's going to bring more communication between the audience and the company.
After analyzing the issues Bizzie Bodies was having, we have, as a group of consultants, we have focused on improving the HR sector, the finance sector, and the marketing. By those sectors, the Bizzie Bodies will have a long term of success by improving on this, because they will get the audience.
Basically, each one is as important as each other. Finance involves money, and HR involves employee. And if you look well after your employee, it will be for the well-being of the company. And marketing is as well as looking after how you present your products, and this may increase our sales revenue and profit. Thank you.